Hello, and welcome back to another episode of HerStory, Unforgettable Women. Today, we will dive into the beautiful story of Isabella Stewart Gardner, a woman who challenged paradigms and left an unforgettable mark on the social and art world. Isabella Stewart Gardner was a remarkable woman whose name is synonymous with the iconic Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum, a testament to her visionary support for artists and her dedication to sharing her art collection with the world, among so much more that she is known for. Let's dive in. Isabella Stewart Gardner was born on April 14, 1844, in New York City to a family of wealth and privilege. She grew up in Manhattan and studied art, music, dance, and languages such as French and Italian. Her exposure to religious art, music, and ritual at Grace Church further ignited her passion for artistic pursuits. At the age of 16, Isabella's family moved to Paris, where she enrolled in a school for American girls. It was during this time that she met members of the prominent Gardner family from Boston, including her future husband, John Lowell Jack Gardner. The two eventually tied the knot in 1860 and settled in Boston's Beacon Street, where they resided for the rest of Jack's life. But the new couple was dealt the terrible blow when their son, Jack Jr., passed away in 1865. Isabella suffered a miscarriage right after and was told she couldn't have any more children. Slowly, Isabella withdrew from society as she sunk into depths of depression. To distract herself with something productive for the greater good, Isabella and Jack embarked on a transformative journey to Europe in 1867. The trip, which included visits to Scandinavia, Russia, and an extended stay in Paris, profoundly affected Isabella's health and outlook on life. During their travels, Isabella began documenting her experiences in scrapbooks, a habit she would maintain throughout her life. Isabella's passion for collecting art blossomed during her travels, especially in Europe. In 1891, she inherited a substantial sum from her father, which allowed her to focus on acquiring European fine art. Her acquisitions ranged from Renaissance masterpieces such as Vermeer's The Concert to works from Egypt, Turkey, and the Far East. Isabella's dedication to expanding her collection led her on numerous journeys across America, Europe, and Asia, totaling over 10 years spent abroad. Recognizing the need for a proper home for her growing collection, Isabella and Jack acquired land in Boston's Fenway area. After Jack's sudden death in 1898, Isabella fulfilled their shared dream of building a museum. She meticulously designed the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum, modeling it after the Renaissance palaces of Venice. The museum's unique layout featured a glass-covered garden courtyard surrounded by galleries on the second and third floors. Isabella personally oversaw the installation of her eclectic collection, creating a rich and complex narrative that blended different periods, cultures, and art forms. The museum opened its doors to the public in 1903, offering visitors a diverse range of artworks, furniture, textiles, and other objects spanning ancient Egypt to contemporary artists like Matisse. Isabella's legacy lives on through the museum, which continues to captivate audiences with its intimate and immersive gallery installations. Her dedication to the arts, passion for collecting, and innovative approach to museum design have made the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum a lasting testament to her remarkable life and enduring contribution to art. The museum quickly became the hub of high society, buzzing with the energy of artists on the cusp of greatness. Isabella Stewart Gardner knew everyone who had a name in the arts or would soon make one. She had a Midas touch of sorts. Isabella's impact didn't end with her passing. In her will, she bequeathed her wealth to charities and established a foundation to ensure the museum's longevity. But then the unthinkable happened. In the early hours of March 18, 1990, a vehicle parked near the side entrance of the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum. Two individuals disguised as police officers approached the entrance, claiming to respond to a disturbance. Deceiving the guard, they gained access and swiftly subdued the unsuspecting security personnel. Within a remarkably brief span of 81 minutes, the thieves made off with 13 priceless works of art from the museum's collection, leaving behind a trail of mystery and unanswered questions. The investigation into the heist remains an ongoing priority. The museum, along with the FBI and the U.S. Attorney's Office, actively seeks viable leads that could lead to the safe return of the stolen masterpieces. To encourage cooperation, the museum is offering a hefty $10 million reward for information that directly leads to the recovery of the stolen works. A separate reward of $100,000 is also on the table for the return of the Napoleonic eagle finial. Anyone with information is encouraged to contact the museum's Director of Security, Anthony Amori. To this day, the stolen works remain elusive despite the tantalizing $10 million reward and the efforts of investigators. As a poignant symbol of hope, empty frames still grace the walls of the museum, awaiting the triumphant return of the missing treasures. Now Netflix unveils a gripping docuseries titled This Is a Robbery, the world's biggest art heist. Delving into the intricate web of mysteries surrounding the crime, the 4-part show builds upon the investigative reporting of the Boston Globe and the WBUR, shedding new light on the FBI's ongoing pursuit of justice. With whispers of intrigue and unanswered questions, the Gardner heist continues to captivate our imagination. The quest for the stolen art persists as we hold out hope for the day when these masterpieces will once again grace the museum's halls, and the shadows of the thieves will forever be banished into the annals of history. The daring heist at the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum left everyone stunned. The thieves targeted valuable artworks by famous artists like Vermeer and Rembrandt. They stole incredible pieces such as Rembrandt's painting of a stormy sea called Christ in the Storm on the Sea of Galilee, and Vermeer's renowned work, The Concert. It's surprising that they ignored the most expensive painting in the museum, Titian's The Rape of Europa, which remained untouched on the 3rd floor. In a strange twist, the burglars also tried to take down Napoleon's flag but failed. Instead, they settled for a weird bronze eagle-shaped ornament. The whole situation is so puzzling. Why would they leave behind such a valuable piece while taking other lesser-known artworks? According to Robert M. Poole from Smithsonian Magazine, the random collection of stolen artworks has confused authorities and journalists for decades for multiple reasons. What continues to perplex those investigating the Gardner mystery is that no single motive or pattern seems to emerge from the thousands of pages of evidence gathered over the past 15 years, wrote Poole in 2005. Were the works taken for love, money, ransom, glory, barter, or for some tangled combination of them all? But the real tragedy haunts the walls of the museum. The museum now has empty frames on its walls as a sad reminder of the stolen masterpieces. But even decades later, Titan's masterpiece still stands tall, silently guarding the secrets. Isabella Stewart Gardner's philanthropy extended to organizations such as child welfare and animal protection. As a devout Anglo-Catholic, she requested an annual memorial requiem mass. Her legacy as a patroness of arts and culture earned her the title Queen of the Back Bay in Boston. More than anything, she broke the mold of what a woman in high society was expected to be, transforming herself into a patroness of the arts who challenged conventions and inspired trails of change that empower women even almost 150 years after her death. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe for more exciting HerStory content just like this. Until next time, take care and see you soon.